Hello, my name is Speights. I'm currently an active duty member in the United States Air Force, and I am currently holding the rank of A1C. And this is my video submission for the Speights Law Invest in Your Future scholarship. Now, some of my short and long term goals in terms of um, things I like to do. One of them, which being is getting a new laptop for sure. This is my first semester back into college since 2020. Um, and I actually do not currently have a laptop. I have an iPad, but obviously that's not adequate enough in terms of trying to complete schoolwork and whatnot. So that's one thing I would definitely like to get in the near future. Also, I'm currently living in the dorms on my military base, and I should be moving out relatively soon. So getting something like a grant from the scholarship would actually help ease that process into transitioning out into getting my own apartment, et cetera, and just making that process a lot easier. Now, something I would like to do long term, obviously I'm in the military, so opportunities for like TDYs and deployments are available to me. However, I would very much like to travel, um, whether that be outside the country or just even within the country, just to see my family. I have various families all over the place. Some in St. Louis, some in Florida, some in California, and I'm currently in Louisiana. So that I'm sure can speak for itself. I have family everywhere, so I'd like to visit them more frequently, being that I'm restricted to an Air Force base right now. Also, I would like to eventually buy myself a new car. The one I currently have is definitely a bit outdated, and could use a bit of a upgrade in that department. And even in terms of travel too, I don't mind driving. So, like I said, doing things like visiting my family, being able to go to St. Louis, which is only like 8 hours away from me, or Tallahassee, where my sister's at, also another 8 hour drive away from me. I would not mind doing that. And the ways I would plan on doing that, obviously saving up. I feel like I'm a pretty good financially literate individual. I don't really like to splurge or do anything of that nature um, at all, really. I only like to buy what I feel is necessary towards bettering my either career, education, or life just in general. I've never been someone who's super flashy or cares about materialistic things at all. I like to buy what is necessary for me, like I said, to better my life overall. So things that I would like to do in terms of like investing. So I like to game actually a lot. That's one thing I like to do in my free time. I also was a former athlete, played basketball, ran track, and also played football. And then I also currently work out plenty. I believe that physical health is extremely important, not just because I'm in the military, but just in general. So that's another thing I would invest in. Um, but back to the whole video game thing, I am currently someone who obviously is on social media a lot, who isn't in my generation, but I feel like that's a very good avenue in terms of increasing your streams of income. Social media is a booming place in order to like make some money. So I would definitely like to invest in that a little bit by way of streaming and creating content. I've been into video editing for quite some time now. So that's one way I would like to also invest in myself. Um, like I said, I budget very well. I try to make sure that I am saving a bit of money from each check as much as I can, especially now that I have a consistent income. Um, so plenty of ways I would like to use the money in order to better my life. And yeah.